Hello again, everyone. This is Larry. What does it mean to imagine? According to the dictionary definition, infopolice.com, to imagine means to think, to believe, to fancy, to assume, to suppose. I think about a week or 2 weeks ago, I suggested that you come up with a list of 3 goals you would like to achieve within the next 60 to 90 days or anytime in the nearest future. And as I mentioned to you, we're going to come back to those goals every now and then. But even if I don't make any specific reference to those goals, I want you to be applying these strategies and these ideas we've been talking about to those goals. So I'm going to ask you to pick one of those goals right now. I'm going to give you a moment. And here's what I want to ask you. What would it really feel like if right now you have achieved that goal? What would it feel like? How will it make you feel? Will you be excited, ecstatic, enthusiastic? Will you be calm? Will you be poised? Would you be serene? Would you be confident? How will it make you feel? What sounds will you hear? Will you hear people congratulating you, or will you be the one talking to yourself, congratulating yourself internally? Would you hear people say, "Well done, I know you could do it"? Or would you hear yourself saying to yourself, "I did it. I knew I had it within me. I've always known that I am that nation where the opposition never comes to power. I know it. Now I've proven it." What would you see? Would you see people congratulating you? Would you see yourself in that dress with a smaller size? Would you see your bank account overflowing? What would you see? What will it taste like? If your dream, for example, is to go to St. Martin, I don't know if you can see, but my t-shirt says St. Martin. What will the pina colada in St. Martin taste like? If that's what you care for. What will the sangria taste like? What would the kinesthetic feel like? What would it, if it's something you can touch, what would that feel like? Assume you've realized your goal right now. How would you feel? Now I want you to take yourself from where you are to the point where the goal is now achieved. What do you see? Obviously you're seeing differently, because you cannot see the same, you cannot see your world the same way you would when you've achieved your goal as you are right now. And that's what your imagination allows you to do. We've only done this maybe for about 2 or 3 minutes, but you see what you've accomplished so far? Your task is pick it up from there and do that over and over and over and over and over and over again. Let your imagination put you over. To imagine means to think, to believe, to fancy. Engage in some visionary fancy. Have a wonderful rest of your day and carpe your diem.